So with that in mind, we go into the practice. Again, doing Shamatha and awareness. So we begin by settling down the body. At your own pace and rhythm, making sure that you're observing the correct posture. Let your body settle down back to its natural state. Really take your time to go through the whole process of preparation, especially cultivating relaxation. Turning the body into a good vessel, a good foundation for the meditation rather than an obstacle. By allowing it to become relaxed and still, by getting rid of all the tension, releasing it, allowing it to dissolve with the out-breath. Simply relax and let go. And as you find the body becoming more and more relaxed, don't let the mind sink into dullness, but rather allow it to remain alert and awake. Keeping it engaged by observing, in this case, the physical sensations. Still noticing the body, letting go of tension. And when you feel that the body has settled down completely, you can then pay attention to the breath for a few rounds in order to complete this preparation. Keeping the mind alert while the body rests in its natural state. you find that your body, speech and mind have synchronized in a state of calmness, tranquility, at that point you can let go of the breath and the physical sensations, and also let go of mental objects and distractions, and simply rest your mind in awareness itself, releasing all objects. There is no need to force or to control an experience. Simply allow it to be natural, restful, uncontrived. Simply release awareness into space, allow it to be open and spacious. Whatever objects appear to it, don't pay attention to them, don't cling to the objects. Simply stay with the awareness. Allow your mind to rest in this state. Allowing your eyes to be at least partially open. Keeping an empty gaze, unfocused, in the space in front of you. If you notice that the mind is getting clogged up with thoughts, and if you find yourself chasing after memories or plans, any type of mental events, simply notice it. And at that point, as we've done before, just relax. Release the distraction. Also release the awareness into space. Make it big and spacious, open. And just return to observing that. So notice if the mind is becoming dull. If you cannot maintain clarity of the object. If the experience seems to be fuzzy, blurry, then you can raise your gaze a little bit and focus a little bit more intensely on the experience without tensing up, without forcing yourself, but simply increasing the quality of awareness. If you happen to feel completely lost in the practice, you can always go back to the breath. But even then, even while observing the breath, you can keep the experience of being aware on the back of your mind. As we breathe, we're also aware that we're breathing. So gently bring the attention back to the body, coming out of the meditation. Take a moment to take care of the body, to move, to shift. Going back to the posture, we'll do another meditation on Tong-len. This time bringing the attention to other people as well. As we've done the past session, oneself, a loved one and a neighbor. This time we'll extend it a little bit further. So let's get started. Find yourselves in a comfortable position. And gently bring the attention to the space of the body again. Notice if there's any leftover tension that was not dissipated in the previous preparation, or that was even generated during the previous meditation. Just observe the areas which seem to be tight. And taking 3 deep breaths. Every time you breathe in, opening up those areas, breathing into them, and releasing, letting go of the tension with the out-breath, allowing it to dissipate. Breathing in, completely opening up every muscle, and letting go of all the tension, breathing it out. And breathing in peace and calmness. Breathing out worries and concerns. Now let the body and mind just go back to this tranquility. Observing the breath for a few rounds. You can focus on its rhythm, on the sensations at the level of the abdomen, just to get yourself grounded and stable again. And now gently letting go of the breath, of the physical sensations. We bring the mind into the space of thoughts. And to begin, we try to connect with your own suffering, your own shortcomings and difficulties. But also connect with your underlying wish to be happy. Allowing the mind of loving kindness to arise. but also generating compassion toward yourself, knowing that you experience a lot of difficulties and a lot of problems. Giving rise to the thoughts, may I be happy, and have all the causes and conditions that bring me happiness. And at the same time, may I be free of all suffering, of all pain, anxiety, sadness, loneliness. May I be free of all the causes and conditions that bring me suffering. Allow this awareness to manifest in the form of a sphere of white light at the center of your heart. With the in-breath, imagine that all your suffering is pulled towards this sphere of white light, and with the out-breath, as it becomes brighter and brighter, it shines this light to cover your entire body and purifies your mind as well. Breathing in with compassion, breathing out with love. Give yourself this space and this opportunity to develop all positive qualities and get rid of all mental afflictions, to experience happiness and joy, cultivate a sense of well-being and fulfillment. Sincerely and deeply thinking, may I be happy, may I be free of suffering. Visualizing the cloud of mental afflictions and difficulties gradually disappearing into this light, becoming completely and utterly non-existent. And having done that, feel the joy. Allow a sense of calmness to arise. And just like you want to be happy and free of suffering, so does everyone else. So this time, allow your mind to move around and bring it towards a stranger. Whoever appears to your mind more clearly, whoever manifests. Let it be a person that you don't know very well, that you have no real connection with. You may not even know their name. But what we do know is that this person, being another human being, just like you, whoever they are, whatever they do, at the very core of their heart, there's this wish to have happiness and to be free of suffering and difficulties. How wonderful it would be if they could have that. They deserve to be happy. And no one should suffer. Because we ourselves know how much pain it causes, how unpleasant it is, how it agitates the mind. So open up your heart to this stranger. This person that you may usually feel indifferent toward. This time, giving rise to the mind of equanimity, accepting the common ground between you. Just as if it was you who is seeking for happiness, wanting to get rid of the suffering. From your heart, breathing out with loving kindness, let the light shine upon them. And breathing in with compassion, let their suffering come into the sphere of white light, where it disintegrates, it dissolves. As you do this, imagine that the light of love and kindness transforms into whatever this person needs in order to have the happiness that they deserve. Whatever it is, material wealth, love, companionship. And with the in-breath, taking this cloud of dark smoke, purifying it into this white light. Imagine that they're free of all the sufferings and afflictions, all the things that agitate their mind, all the physical shortcomings such as sickness, pain, and so forth. And as you do this with all your heart, take upon yourself the suffering and give them all the joy and happiness. Notice how they become content, happy and fulfilled. And be joyful of that. Rejoice in the fact that you had this opportunity to help a stranger, to regard this person as if it was yourself, to give them all your happiness and joy, and take upon yourself all their suffering. Gently allow them to dissolve into your heart, increasing the brightness of the light of love and kindness. And this time, let your mind go toward the person who you find difficult. Somebody that in the past might have harmed you, or you might have difficulties with in terms of an argument, different beliefs. Whoever you find is difficult to deal with, a person who you usually would not like to have next to you or be in the company of. And take a moment to observe them. Even look into their eyes. Just take a moment to see that in front of you, regardless of their actions and their behavior, in front of you you have another human being, just like you. We ourselves are not perfect in every way, behaving flawlessly. And our actions might irritate others. The same is true for this person. They may behave in ways that we don't approve of. But they do it because they're hurting. They are suffering. They are under the control and the influence of their own mental afflictions. But deep within, in their hearts, all they want is to be happy. Why shouldn't they be? Give rise to this mind of loving kindness. That really wishes for this person to be happy and have everything that they need to be happy. Breathing out light of loving kindness, transforming into whatever it is that benefits this person. And gently breathing in with compassion, taking away all their suffering, allowing it to dissolve into this light. And notice the transformation that this creates. Gradually, this person becomes free of all their afflictions. They will not behave in the same way. So continue to shine this light of loving kindness upon them. From your heart, really wishing, may you be happy. You deserve to be happy. You have all the causes and conditions that bring you this joy. Whatever it is that you need, please take it. And breathing in with compassion, really wish, may you be free of all suffering. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever problems you have, whatever sickness you have, may you be free of it. And this person transforms completely, becoming joyful, light, smile on their face, their mind at peace. See yourself in them and gently allow them to dissolve into your heart. And now simply release all appearances, let go of all concepts, and just abide for a moment in the clear light nature of your own mind. This open and infinite space, from where the light of loving kindness and compassion shines. So you can simply conclude with the thought, may all beings be happy, may all beings be free of suffering.